Are you too heavy for pull-ups? Then start with this video. If you're a bit heavier and you can't do a pull-up, it's not because you're weak, it's because nobody showed you the starting point. Most guys, they jump on the bar, they feel embarrassed because they can't pull their weight and they never try again. I've coached heavier clients who went from 0 pull-ups to their first pull-up using this exact method. The problem was never your effort. You went on the bar, you tried your hardest and you couldn't do it. It was simply because you didn't have a plan put in place with clear progression to where you need to go from 0 to 1. Most fitness advice you see online is from people who are already lean, they've got 6 packs and they've been training for a long time. They don't know what it takes from someone to start from the very bottom, someone who can't even do 1 pull-up. So this plan is for those guys that are starting from scratch. First, let me explain why pull-ups are more difficult for bigger guys. It's because pull-ups aren't just a back exercise, they are a strength to weight test. For example, if you weigh 100 kilos, you're pulling 100 kilos. Imagine trying to bench press your body weight on day 1. Going in the gym on day 1 and trying to bench press 100 kilos. That's crazy, you would never be able to do it. So if you're trying to pull up your weight, why do you expect you would be able to do it? It just doesn't make sense. So we're treating pull-ups like a beginner movement and starting from the bottom and building them properly. For example, if you're going with a bench press, you're probably going to start with 20, just the bar, before you even think about putting weight on. This is where most people get it wrong. They keep testing themselves instead of training themselves. Every failed attempt just reinforces the idea that they can't do it, but strength isn't built by testing yourself again and again, it's built by progression over time. Here's my story about how I got my first pull-up. Quick story, when I first started doing pull-ups, I couldn't do any at all. It took me a very long time to get my first one. I wasn't magically strong and I didn't suddenly drop loads of weight overnight. But what really changed for me was consistency, trying to do it every single day, day in and day out. Showing up, training the right movements, sticking with it even when progress felt slow. Most people quit because they don't see results in a few weeks. But strength, especially bodyweight training, it builds over time. Your tendons get stronger, your grip improves, your nervous system learns how to recruit the correct muscles properly, and as long as you stay consistent, your body will adapt. These changes aren't visible immediately, but they are happening. If you stay consistent with the process, your body will adapt. That's how I got my first pull-up, and that's how you can get yours too. On to the stuff that matters, and that is the workout. Building your way to the first pull-up. So here's exactly how we're going to do it, step by step, no guesswork, no ego lifting. Step 1 is the inverted bodyweight row. This one's pretty simple. Set a bar at waist height, hold on to the bar, lean back and pull your chest up to the bar. You're training the exact same muscles as pull-up but with more manageable because your feet are on the ground. Normally you would want to keep your legs straight, but if it's too difficult then you can bend them. As soon as you master this exercise, aim to build up 20 reps that are very controlled. That means slow, you're squeezing all the muscles, you're taking your time and you're not rushing it. Once you can do that, your back strength will no longer be the limiting factor. Step 2 is to build strength with dead hangs. Dead hangs are a simple exercise to help build your grip. The reality is most beginners fail before their back even gets involved because their hand and their grip strength gives out. For this exercise, hang from the bar for time. Even 15 to 20 seconds will be difficult at the beginning, but as you slowly progress, you want to aim up to at least 60 seconds. Grip strength is the hidden limiting factor that most people forget about. If you can't hold your body weight, then how can you expect to pull it? Step 3 is assisted pulling movements. Using assisted pull-ups is the bridge between not being able to do a pull-up and being able to do a pull-up. The two main ways you can do this exercise is by using either an assisted pull-up machine or resistance bands. Bands are great because they allow more natural movement and you stabilise your own body using your core, but they help you most at the bottom and less at the top. Assisted machine supports your body weight through the entire range, making it easier to control and track progress because you've got a weight stack that you can use, but it removes some of the stabilisation challenge. Use whichever you have access to as long as you're staying consistent with it. Focus on pulling your elbows down, not your chin up. Control the movement at all times and don't swing. Pause at the bottom, pull with intent, and lower yourself back down slowly. Momentum doesn't build strength, but control does. This stage teaches your body and nervous system the exact mechanics that you'll need later. Step 4 is negative pull-ups. After you've done all the other exercises, start doing negative pull-ups. Jump to the top of the bar, put your chin over it and slowly lower yourself back down. Take 3 to 5 seconds on your way back down. Your muscles will grow strongest on the way down. If you can lower yourself for 10 seconds, then you're closer to a pull-up than you think. So that's the exercises that I want you to do, and let me know how you get on. Now I want to give you a few caveats as well. You don't need to be skinny first. Here's the key thing, most people get it wrong. You don't need to lose all the weight that you have first. You think this is holding you back, it's not. You need to build strength and reduce your weight at the same time. Your first pull-up isn't about genetics or anything like that, it's about progression and consistency. Your body will change when your habits change. Strength training will improve your metabolism, posture and confidence long before the mirror catches up. Getting lighter can help, but it's not an exact science. Losing weight and not building any new strength is not going to guarantee you get your first pull-up. Building strength will always get you closer to your first pull-up more than losing weight will. If you do both together, strength training with gradual weight loss, then progress will happen faster. But it's the strength that should be the main priority. So train those exercises back to back, 3 times per week. Stay consistent and your first pull-up will come sooner than you think. Track your hangs, track your rows, track your assisted pull-up reps, and as time goes on you will be motivated by the progress. When you combine inverted rows, grip work, assisted pulling and negatives into one routine, you're covering every piece you need for your first pull-up. No single exercise does it alone, it's a combination that builds the result. Stick with the process and the breakthrough will come. Your first pull-up is coming. If you stick with this progression you will get there. Most people quit before they even get their first breakthrough. It took me years, and I mean years, before I even got the first one, but I never quit. Don't be that guy, stay patient, stay consistent and trust the process. That's all I've got for today guys. If you want a step-by-step plan in PDF format, hit the link in the description and you can download it for free. And if you're serious about getting fitter and stronger as a heavier guy, then hit that subscribe button because this channel was built for you.